Hey guys, Jord here. This video is mainly for new Switch owners, but do stick around because I might mention a game or two that you might not own. So you hit a nice little plateau in Animal Crossing and you've got to a point where you're doing your daily tasks and you're running out of things to do now, whilst we await the new seasonal events, of course, where let's hope it's not like the Bunny Day events. But you're looking for another game to play on the side. Well, this is what this video will do. We'll explain a few video games that might build off an Animal Crossing kind of idea, as well as some new styles to look at. So let's check them out. Let's start with 2D, 3D, platformy kind of games. Let's go. Link's Awakening. This classic Game Boy game remade for the Nintendo Switch. I love this game. It's stunning, has amazing puzzles and music. The music is amazing. There's definitely challenge in this game, but there's so much reward going with it, and it's a great side game for Animal Crossing. Gato Roboto. It's a Metroidvania game where you play as a cat in a mech. I love the fact that you can change up the palette with collectibles, and it always feels fresh with the mechanics upgrading. If you've never played a Metroidvania, or even if you're old school, this will be a fantastic little game for you to play. It's not massive, but it's really, really fun. Dead Cells. Possibly the most addictive roguelike you'll ever play. This game has no end really in mind, though there is technically an ending. You can constantly pick up this game and play it, whether it's 10 minutes or 2 hours. If anything, I would say this is the closest you'll get to a side-scrolling Witcher game, as long as you do the right setup on the way out. Yoshis Crafted World. So I've put this one in here for a few reasons, mainly because the Switch is clearly selling like crazy right now, especially since Animal Crossing. So there's going to be new gamers out there wanting to explore, but don't want to be beaten up by a game, even just like Link's Awakening, which is, in fairness, if you've never played the previous one, is quite a challenge. It's very friendly and very fair to new gamers. So I'd 100% recommend it if you've never really played many other games apart from Animal Crossing. It's also super cute and there's a little dog in there, so what is there to complain about? Okay, let's talk about action adventure. I'm just going to skim through these ones because clearly we know about these already, but for new people, let's have a quick chat. Breath of the Wild. So let's go for an obvious vote here. Most people watching this video probably know about this game, and quite a lot of you have played this game, but just bear with me. It is very, very, very great to have as a side game to Animal Crossing. The puzzles can be tricky at points, but they're always really rewarding. I can't recommend this game enough. I should do more and more videos about it. This is a new channel, so bear with me, there will be, but I love, love, love that game. Mario Odyssey. Okay, another one to throw out there. But again, if you're new to the Switch and you haven't got it yet, it's one of those games I think you should play. It's got everything in there. It's got amazing, amazing 3D platforming. And it also has got the 2D in it as well, which is just fantastic. It's a collectible game, so it's a collectathon. So it's kind of like Breath of the Wild to the point where you can pick up and play it as much as you want. The combat is never too unfair in it either. The only thing I would suggest is either go with the gyro or don't go with the gyro. Don't mess around with the two, it gets too confusing. It's a shorter game than Breath of the Wild, but to a point, there's a little bit more challenge in the platforming as well, so it might take you longer to get some of those moons. There is a lot of moons. Now, let's talk about two RPG games that I think would be a great bounce off from Animal Crossing. First one would be Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. Yes, it is a bit more vanilla than the newest games that are coming out, but I think it's a great one for someone who hasn't been playing for a little while to go to, because if you've played Red or Blue, or even if you've played any of the older ones, it's a great starter to get back into RPG playing. Dragon Quest XI. Now I chose this one because it's still an old school RPG, but with modern visuals. The mechanics are very, very old school, very simple to be honest with you. It's not a super hand-holding game, so you can jump into there and just go in there and have some fun straight away. Visually, stunning. Music, very good compared to the original release. If I'm honest, I haven't played through the whole game yet, I've only just started it myself, but I do think it's a great little RPG to start off with, and all the reviews clearly say that. Simulation. Let's talk about sim games. So the Switch hasn't got tons yet, and that's probably another reason why Animal Crossing has done so well, but the other game that did amazingly well is Stardew Valley. Now, visually, most people who probably aren't playing many games might be a bit put off by it, but I can guarantee you this game is adorable. It is so fun and you will lose as many hours as you have lost in AC. I can guarantee it. The mechanics are a little bit different to Animal Crossing, whereas in Animal Crossing you have, day, night happens with you. In Stardew it just repeats on the clock and you can just choose to go to bed whenever and start the next day, so you can go through seasons a lot quicker. I actually prefer the Animal Crossing way, so when it's Christmas I like it to be Christmas or Halloween or whenever. I like that. But Stardew Valley is fantastic, and it's just another collectible, you know, crafting style game. And it's got a bit of a dungeon crawl to it, so it's got endless fun, really, to be fair. A fantastic game, get it. Also, quickly, the guy made it by himself. So he had a little bit of help to publish it at the end, but he made it by himself over like 8 years, I think. Really, really good game. Check it out. Okay, so let's do some quick mentions. Mario Kart 8. So if you're obviously new to the Switch family, get Mario Kart 8. Even better if you have more like the old school Switch where you can pop off a Joy-Con and play it with a friend. The Switch Lite is a little bit more unfair, but if you've got 2 people with a Switch Lite in your house, it's fantastic. Or, you know, one of those and a Switch Lite, still the same thing. Though you can't use the Switch Lite as a controller in Mario Kart, like how you could use a 3DS on the Wii U for Smash Bros. You can't do that, but you can still have fun on Mario Kart. Who doesn't love Mario Kart? Clearly the numbers are insane for sales, so clearly everyone loves it. Get it. Let's talk about Smash. Again, it's one of those ones, if you live with someone, the best game you could ever get is Smash Brothers. I'm going to say don't get it if you're by yourself, if you're not interested in it at all. It's best as a multiplayer game. The single player is not that rewarding compared to other single player games. So definitely get it if you live with someone else who's interested in playing it, because it is so fun as a multiplayer game. The online is okay. It's okay. But anyway, let's move on. Nintendo Switch Online. So clearly, if you're playing Animal Crossing, you might have had to have bought the Nintendo Switch Online Pass, basically. And with that, you get the Super Nintendo and the NES stuff, and Tetris 99. It's all free, so download it. There's tons and tons of great games, especially on the SNES. Some of the stuff behind me, that's all Super Nintendo games playing through there. Play them. They are so good. Okay, so that is my suggestion of games to play on the side of Animal Crossing. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any other suggestions. Obviously, I was going for kind of like a colour vibe, so I like colourful games personally, so most of those games were fairly colourful. I think Gutter Roboto was the least one, but still, it's a fantastic game. Don't skip on it. Also, don't skip on the Super Nintendo stuff that's there for free. It is fantastic. And don't forget, you can rewind it. So if you hold down the top 2 triggers, you can literally, you know, Prince of Persia it and go backwards in time and just start back where you messed up. That's not cheating, really. Those games are made hard for, you know, longevity, and now we're in a point where we've got games that we can play, loads of them. There's no point having that. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. This is George64. I will catch you next week. Goodbye.